Yo, your boy Hunter Biden, man, your boy been on the chopping block for a bit.
Dog, they've been investigating homeboy since Trump, like,
facts.
The midterms.
Yeah.
Mind you now, they've been talking about Hunter Biden since the whole Ukraine thing, right? Is that Burisma? With Ukraine Burisma, whatever. They were saying that that Joe Biden did a thing for his son where he was trying to get Ukraine to fire somebody so that Burisma or Biden's, bro, these conspiracy theorists are like, if you don't understand what the fuck's going on, it's not your fault. The story is that convoluted with what they're trying to paint with this dude, Hunter Biden. And so they're
basically trying to make connections. They're basically trying to make connections.
Yeah, they're trying to connect
don't even really
Joe Biden to Hunter Biden because it's his son. And so they want to say how Biden is corrupt because his son is corrupt.
Yeah, but he's corrupt by proxy, pretty much.
By proxy. So we know that Hunter Biden, Hunter Biden was a drug addict.
Yeah.
Okay. That's no secret.
That's no secret about that. Yeah.
It's not like Joe Biden was like doing spearfishing, whatever they call that joint, where like they try to like to like get a story that's going in the tabloids and they try to like snipe it down or whatever. Not Joe Biden wasn't like, bro, everybody knows that Hunter Biden is or was a drug addict. I don't know if he still is. Was a drug addict, but all his shady dealings, with having a father that really like, loves him and like says it out loud. And it's like, it's not a good look for you if you're a politician. You know what I mean? You kind of that
and optics is major.
Family, just be like,
optics is major for politicians.
But either way, so he's being impeached. It's about time. Since the Trump administration, they've been investigating and they never did it. So I don't know why they mad, because Trump was the president. Trump controlled the DOJ, and Trump's people that he appointed never actually indicted Biden. Like because there's nothing there.
There's nothing they had that was able to stick for sure.
On top of that, for Biden to be even more gracious, he says, you know what? The guy that y'all appointed to look into this thing, I'm not even gonna fire him. I'm gonna let him. Let him chill.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still rocking out.
Still there. Still rocking out. And then he got pressure. The guy that's investigating Hunter this entire time. Personally, I think the dude was just like, "Yo, this is a cushy job. I'm just gonna sit here and not do nothing because like there's nothing here." I think personally, if I was him, I'd have been like, I could really just like string this out and collect a paycheck for doing no work.
Like most government employees.
Because there's nothing. Wait, I want to say most. That's kind of crazy. But a little bit. Some of them to just be out there collecting.
I'm just saying. I work,
but it takes a lot. But a lot of them. But you can say that about any job, really.
That's a fact.
Specifically with the government, like bro, we don't know how good we got in this country. We really fucking with democracy.
That's true. That's fair.
Really, because like the government employees that we got, like, some of them, just like any other job, might just be collecting the paycheck, and some of them may have been there forever. But the vast majority of them are keeping this shit up right.
Yeah. They are,
and that's not saying that they're in your business. That's not saying they own your education. That's not saying that you don't have any specific autonomy out there in the country if you're listening. But that's just saying like the background of all this shit that you need to run right so that you can go ahead and do those things.
They're a vital part of it. Yeah,
they're a vital part. Like you talking about when they had the government shutdown that one time, people going to these national parks and the freaking garbage cans are overflowed because nobody's there to pick up the garbage. Yeah. And now you're talking about our national parks are trash. Well, because the government shut down. Because it was a government employee that was actually keeping that place clean for you to go see. Yeah. Are we talking about somebody's application to get a passport? You're trying to go on vacation or something like that. They're trying to get you, and you can't get it. It's the government shut down, and I needed an emergency freaking passport because I forgot to apply. Sometimes there's a government person that was processing all that for you.
Yeah.
Now they're not there because
that's true.
Motherfuckers just like take for granted the fact that they think this shit just falls from the sky. And and even if we didn't have a U.S. government, you would have went to another country trying to get into their country. They'd be like, "Where's your passport?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
facts,
they got governments too. So like these governments are working
and they run differently too.
And they run differently.
So our government has to communicate with them
and be like, "Yo,
language
we good with y'all, right?
Yeah,
with y'all, right?" And that country be like, "Yeah, y'all good with us." And then now you can go over there and go bullshit and fart around, right? But the government's put all that into place, And the government is made of people. We need to stop thinking about the government as if it's some kind of freaking entity that's out there, that's like
so far out,
lording over everybody. We make up the government. We fund the government, even if you don't specifically work for the government.
Absolutely.
We fund it, right?
Absolutely.
All our tax dollars and in all our elections. This is us deciding who's in our government. I didn't even mean to go on to join that long, but like these people are wasting time. This whole thing with Hunter Biden. So you know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? He's suing. He's fighting back. He's fighting back, and I'm cool with that. And I'm cool. He's suing Rudy Giuliani and another attorney who wrongfully assessed. This is what we talked about a very long time ago. It's like, bro, he went apparently and took his laptop to a repair shop, right? And somehow from the repair shop, that laptop got to the Republicans and got to Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani does reporting on it. And people are just passing around this dude's laptop. Wait a minute. I turned my shit to Best Buy. What? Why the fuck?
Yeah, why is all these people touching the
why all the people That's touching crazy. It? Why they in it? They broke into this laptop. So he's suing all of them.
What the heck?
And the owner of the computer repair shop.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, because it was in your
suit accuses Giuliani and attorney Robert Costello. More on him in a second. He's suing them because they basically alleges that they taken and stolen Biden's devices and storage, leading to the total annihilation of Biden's digital privacy. You can't just break somebody's laptop. So what if it's your political opponent? You can't just steal it and then break into it and be like, oh, what? And find incriminating evidence on there. Be like, look at this. And mind you, the most that they found on there that was released was him doing some like drug addict shit, like fucking and shit, fucking in hotels and stuff like that, doing drugs.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that got to do with Joe Biden? I still don't get it.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
What up, fam? It's Darwin, the guy that was just talking. First off, thanks for watching and supporting the show. But I got to give y'all some homework. Your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to interact with the show. That means 1, hitting that like button, because I know you like our stuff. 2, make sure you subscribe so we can swim our way up your timeline whenever we drop new content. The third thing, please share the channel with your friends. Maybe they'll learn a thing about a thing or two. Oh, last thing, we're over here talking about what y'all talking about. So go ahead and carry that conversation on into the comments. We be up in there too. Apparently, Costello, this other attorney, he's now suing Giuliani. He was Giuliani's attorney.
Wow.
He's suing him because he did not. Giuliani didn't pay.
Of course he didn't pay. Of course he didn't pay him.
Of course he owes him about $1 million in fees, in lawyers' fees. $1 million.
Yo, how is this guy surviving in life, bro? Like this guy,
really, dude is
he's a wild dude.
He's not even a functioning drunk. There's one thing you've heard of functioning drunk people that they really drink all day, or they be on shrooms and they kind of microdose all day. This dude is not even a functioning drunk. You can hear him slurring his speech on Fox News. And yes, I watch Fox News. You can hear him.
There you go.
You could hear him and in the front of Total Landscaping, whatever, right? At Four Seasons Total Landscaping, freaking just drunk and just freaking getting his makeup smearing, his hair dye smearing and all this stuff. Like everybody that who works with him have a hit at quote somewhere where they said, yeah, it's often he smells like booze at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They'll let you know. And so this dude now, he has a bunch of, these white people really thought they could get away with it with no consequences. There's only one person I'm telling you who's a demigod. It's Donald Trump. That's it. The rest of y'all are some dummies. Y'all some suckers. I'm telling you, the only person that could get away with stuff like this is Trump. But Giuliani thought he was on that Trump level.
So what do you
around and found out?
Big fact. So what do you think about what do you think about the argument that this impeachment thing is like a distraction to this impending government shutdown? What do you think about that argument? I've heard people argue that. Well, really, Democrats arguing that, to be honest.
Well, the Democrats can argue that all they want, but the thing is like, it just happened to be at the same time because they was always doing. There was always begging for it. The far right
Yeah, they've been
always begging Kevin McCarthy to do this thing. So they've been, so he could have done it last week or the week before, you know what I mean, kind of thing. And so really what they did now is they
but that's why it seems kind of convenient though. You know what I'm saying? It's like he could have been did it, but like why now?
Well, here's the thing. Here's Kevin McCarthy being the idiot that he is. And who was I hearing talk? It was some Democrat that was like caping for Kevin McCarthy or some shit. He wasn't caping for him, but they was like friends with him. But either way, they're saying how Kevin McCarthy was probably calculating that if I give them this little nugget, okay, the far right is the MAGA. This is the MAGA party. It's like, give us, we want to impeach by one. He's like, okay, I'm not going to fully do the impeachment inquiry. I'm not the full impeachment, but we're going to do impeachment inquiry, right? So impeachment inquiry gives you just a little bit more legal backing to ask for certain things, subpoena people, documentation, and doing things like that, that a regular congressional investigation does, right? And so he's like, if I give them that, they'll see that I'm giving them a good faith effort. And when the shutdown time comes around, you know, they won't mess with that because I don't want to be responsible for the shutdown. As every time there's a shutdown,
I see.
History has shown that it's affected Republicans.
Yeah,
it's affected them. They do the shutdown, and it affects them. It's not one of those things where like they do some certain stuff. Like for example, when Mitch McConnell stopped the Biden when he stopped Obama from appointing that justice, you would think that like, oh, there's gonna be a big backlash, you know what I mean, for this, but there wasn't. Trump won, you know what I mean. Trump ended up winning, so it's like they didn't get backlash for it. But there's a couple of things out there that they do actually stick to them, and the shutdown sticks to Republicans. All right, when a shutdown happens, you watch the following election. Look historically for the following midterm, whatever is up. Like the Democrats end up doing the red wave. You know what I mean? That was supposed to happen, that didn't happen. You know, or even before then, just Obama's second term. You know, so this whole government shutdown thing, so Kevin McCarthy is probably like, yo, we need to stop doing this. This doesn't. It was a clever tactic we could have tried. You know, 15 years ago, something like that, but this shit never works out for us when we do it. So let's stop. So Kevin McCarthy could possibly have been like throwing them a bone, right? So that they could like chill the MAGA crowd. But he don't realize you're dealing with devils, dog. They don't give a they're not hearing none of that. You can't be reasonable with MAGA people. You cannot be reasonable with MAGA people.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Don't have a conversation with them. Don't try to persuade them of nothing. If they's MAGA, they could be throw the whole person away. Throw the whole person away. If somehow they on the bottom of that trash heap and they see the light, it come back somehow. It ain't gonna be you putting that effort. It's gonna be the universe that fuck around and have them sitting in a dark place for a long time by themselves, realizing, wait a minute, let me walk myself through the process.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
In the dark, and just think about it. Have a long time to think about it, and be like, "Nigga, am I dumb?" Like this dude never even served. He freaking got bone spur references or some shit like that, and then he calls John McCain a sucker for getting shot down.
That was crazy. I was like,
this is who I'm worshiping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All the people that he's supposed to freaking look out for, they're sitting in prison right now.
Yeah.
He told him he'll pay their bill. He ain't pay nobody bill.
Of course not. Just like that restaurant that he went to in Miami, he ain't pay that bill.
Yep. They pay that bill. They pay that bill.
This guy's a massive finesse. I keep telling folks
that.
He's
a finesse. He never has to pay. He never has to face any consequences for that crap. So that's the throwback with that real quick, just to just catch up. So Hunter Biden, he's being indicted. But I'll say real quick too. Fine. I don't give a shit. I don't have no lords in the Democratic Party. I'm a progressive. I'm not Trump is getting indicted. If you was a free thinker, you'd be like, okay, if he's wrong, he's wrong. Let him do the time. I'll get somebody else. For me, I'm not gonna go to down the Hunter Biden hill. Get out of here. If he's wrong, investigate him. If he gets found guilty by a jury of his peers, put him in prison. I'm not caping for nobody. Why y'all caping for this one person? This guy, this individual. You're bugging, and you're a sucker. You're a goofy. So it's a waste of time that they're even messing with Hunter Biden. First of all, like the charges, the stuff he's getting charged with, it's already.
That's why I think it's a distraction.
It's already in question whether it's going to be constitutional, because there's another case in Texas right now that's going on that might be the same thing that he's getting charged with, that might be thrown out.
Yeah, I read something like that actually. Yeah.
So Hunter Biden is, that's a whole nother thing. But they're using this as a context to try to get to Joe Biden because they think because they want to make up for the real stuff they saw Trump do. The real stuff. Kevin McCarthy was one of the people saying like, this is Donald Trump's fault on January 6th. Oh, this is fucking Donald Trump. And then like a week later, he's kissing the ring. Right. Yeah. But you know who ain't having that bullshit? You know who ain't having that bullshit? Texas Democrat. Young lady from Texas. What's her name? Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett ain't having that. She sat there. So this is the first impeachment hearing, right? Impeachment inquiry hearing that they allowed. And it was 6 hours long off of some bullshit. There was no
crazy.
There was no credible evidence. There's one 6 hours. 6 hours while government time.
6 hours.
Mind you, government about to shut down. Government about to shut down. They did this on Thursday, right? Yeah. So in the first inquiry, the President Biden Republicans zeroed in on his son, Hunter, and attempted to make the case that the president benefited from his son's business dealings. This is what this whole thing has always been about. The Republicans called a forensic accountant, right? Bruce Dubinsky. He's a witness for the Republicans. This is somebody they're like, he's going to help us make our case. Here's a quote from the hearing from him. I am not here today to even suggest that there was any corruption, fraud, or wrongdoing. More information needs to be gathered before I can make such an assessment. End quote. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? It's a fishing expedition. Think about it if it was you. And like the police just came into your home with a warrant. And on that warrant, the place that says cause or suspicion or allegation is blank. And then at the bottom, it says drugs. It says child kidnapping. It says freaking animal abuse. It says that on the result. Mind you, the cause for them to come out all blank.
All blank, nothing there.
And they get to come inside your house, rummage around. They don't even know where to go to start or even look for whatever because they already have their conclusion what they want to find. And then while they go through all of that, they find that, oh, this nigga electrical wiring is not properly certified. Get him! And I'm impeached. Never found the child abuse. Never found the animal abuse. Never found the freaking drug running. None of that. But wait a minute. Whoa. How you supposed to be in my house in the first place? How are you in my house?
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, she's not having it. And here's her take.
I don't want to talk about what y'all want to act like is some
yo shorty got
keep sitting here and
pearl necklace on with the LV on the jacket. You see the little Eddie, bro. You see her hair.
As my colleagues have even tried to provide evidence, which they're not the ones to provide evidence.
I saw her, I was like, okay.
Have you ever heard them say,
I know what I'm dealing with.
Since we've been sitting here for I don't know how long?
Yes, I
she ain't playing no game for nobody.
Oh, okay. Can you show us? Can you tell us what the tally is?
More than 35 times, the Republican witnesses and Republican members of the committee have used the word if.
Thank you so much for that. Because honestly, if they would continue to say if or Hunter and we were playing a drinking game, I would be drunk by now. Because I promise you, they have not talked about the subject of this, which would be the president. But let me tell you something that was so disturbing as I walked in
Black Girl Magic
chamber today.
Tween spirits.
As I prepared, I said, what is the crime?
What is the crime?
Because when you're talking about impeachment, you're talking about high crimes or misdemeanors.
That's what it is. That's the standard.
I can't seem to find the crime. And honestly, no one has testified of what crime they believe the president of the United States.
Name a crime.
She turns up right now.
Like evidence.
Look at this.
They want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are
those pictures are crazy.
Looks like in the shitter to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
this looks like more evidence of our national secrets.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Just looking at her immediately, I was like, okay, I already know what type of time she on. I already know.
She
like,
ain't gonna play with you, boy.
I was like, just her whole
boy.
appearance, her whole posture, and everything. I was like, okay, I already know she about to, she about to jump on this guy's head.
She gonna play with you on his neck.
But yeah, for real. But she was like, I mean, but she was right though, because she was just like, yo, like we have this evidence, we have all these different things.
List a crime.
Yeah, like you gotta list a crime. Like,
and
I was like,
misdemeanor.
Ain't lying. She ain't lying. You ain't lying. Like,
this is how you gotta get him. She's me and her twin spirits, but like it's dumb. Again, if Hunter Biden did something, get him. If Joe Biden did something, get him too. But you ain't listen nothing Joe Biden done. At least accuse him of something.
And you know what? And that's why I didn't really have a problem with what she was saying, because she really was just addressing it from that perspective, right? It wasn't about being Democrat or Republican. It was like, yo, logically looking at this, like
nothing.
Y'all really ain't got nothing. Like, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you on. So I was like, yeah, you can't really.
Oh, you like that? You like that, didn't you? Well, for more clips, click here.
Absolutely, and for the full show, click here.
I can't even see your hand.
Oh crap.